Welcome back to episode 7 on the moon, and yeah, the world has been running. It's been running for about 24 hours, so I've had the computer basically just run overnight. And I have been in and out checking on things, so we should have a pretty good hydrogen buffer here. 5,600 moles, that's pretty good. We also have worked up a buffer of water up here, so we have 2,600 moles here, and I guess some in here, 800 here, so we officially have more water than we started with. Let's see, we also have a bunch of coal, so the coal chute here is at least backed up to there, and all of these are stacks of 50 because I have tweaked the code a bit, so these the recycler doesn't release it before it's a stack of 50. And you can probably see what's behind outside here. Let's take on the suit and go out and have a look on it. Let's see, turn that off and
power low.
So let's get the battery in. Let's see. So yeah, this is what 24 hours of composting looks like. A mountain of fertilizer. So yeah, I don't really have any plans to use it because the harvest doesn't want to use it automatically, so I'm not gonna go around manually placing it. It's just not feasible with the production rate we have. On another note, I have also woken up to the news that they are gonna be doing some changes to combustion, which means that the thing I'm doing here with having trace amount of hydrogen and oxygen in the same pipe is no longer going to work once the new updates hit. But I was planning on changing the setup anyway, and we will do that in this episode. I was planning on adding more harvests, more composters, and redoing my water setup, and hopefully end the episode with running a gas fuel generator. But we'll see how far we get along. Right now I will start by basically cleaning up. I'll do that off camera. It's not fun to watch me just rip everything out. And I'll start by cleaning up all of the fertilizer, all of the chutes here, and I also need to do a bit of mining before we get on with today's projects. So yeah, I'll get to work and I'll see you back when we start building. I cleaned up all the mess here, all the temporary stuff is now gone, and I reinserted the ladder so that we are now back to somewhat of normality. But now starts the work with expanding here, and I have been not only mining but also crafting a few things. I have 2 advanced composters and 7 harvests that we are going to try and place in. I have kept the solid generator for now because I think we have to remove a bunch of the solar panels to get this in. So that stays just as a backup, but right now we are living off solar. But yeah, I have 2 of these, and somehow we need to get them placed in here. And yeah, okay, that's too far. Yeah, so we have to get them in here somehow, and I have drawn diagrams trying to see how I could fit this in. So I think it's possible. We should be able to have one there, and then one, let's see, there. Oop. No, not there. Let's see, that's outside. Welding torch, hand drill. Hand drill. It should go further in if we can get it. Further in. There we go. So somehow we are going to have to get these in here, and I'm going to expand the enclosure to over here. Let me weld up these. And yeah, so in order to get that in, we need to remove some of these.
Hydration critical.
Let's see, that has to go. And some of these hydroponics has to go. Let's see. And this, and this, and that one has to go. And then we are going to have 2 sorters in here in order to get the plants split up into all the 3 composters. We are going to have to power them directly from the battery with a heavy cable. So we need to get a heavy cable over here. And then we have to manage all the chutes somehow. And yeah, it's we're gonna have to go back outside and back in, and outside and back in, I guess, to get everything working. I have put up some lockers all the way down here to store most of my stuff, so it's kind of orderly now. We have some chutes on us. Let's bring a few full stacks. The active vent is the easy part, so that can wait. And that's all the chutes we have, so let's clean this up. So I'm thinking we are doing 1 sorter there, and then 1 sorter there. Should work. Should. And then this here, let's see. I have paused all the harvest, so the harvest isn't doing anything right now. Still a bit afraid. I think I'll take this out and place them back in later. Let's see, and then we somehow...
Suit damage.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Our suit are basically gone now, so I should really make myself a new suit. But you know what? We'll take off the suit, I think. And then we somehow need to get this here rearranged, I think. Can we do this differently? Maybe, maybe not. I don't think it matters too much. We should get it down here. So 1 over. But because that's above this plant. Yeah, okay, so let's do this, and I'm sorry I'm not talking too much, I'm just really thinking while I'm working. And then a corner there, and then we can do this and do a corner. Let's get some water. and then a corner there, and that should connect with the first sorter. So the first sorter goes there, and then that guy can just output into this composter. The odd one has to go above, and then down again, and into the sorter there. And then I think this will go probably just above this one and into the one in the back, and then this guy will, well, that's not correct, go like this. No, that's the output on that sorter, so we have to drag it all the way down here. And this can go just downstairs. And then this is an output. It has to, let's see. I think there's a pipe down there. Yeah, that's a problem. So we have to, I'm thinking we just take the fertilizer down. There's a pipe right there, so that's not gonna fit. And we can't pull it one over. I could probably open up this window, but yeah, it kinda have to, because this guy need to connect to that one. So that input there has to go above here and meet this chute. So that guy has to go down, but there's a pipe there. I guess we could move the pipe somewhere. And then we have to add the pipe here, and the water pipe has to come over here as well. And then all the cables. Yeah, because we need a data port, so this has to be I guess that could work.
Hydration critical.
But not that, so yeah, this is a real puzzle, and instead of wasting the entire video on this, I will probably just look at this and try to puzzle it together. And yeah, I'll puzzle this up and see you back when it's done, I think, because this is going to take a bit of time with just some head scratching, so yeah. I'll see you when we start with the harvest, I think. And somehow I managed to squeeze it all in there. It's an absolute shoot spaghetti, but I hope everything is connected up. So yeah, about the same as I outlined, but the outputs of all of them is now gathered up in the output from the composter over here just goes through here and then meets up with the output of the one in the back there inside here somewhere, and then they all fuse up here. So not only are the chute connected up, but yeah, here will the fertilizer end up, and I'll figure out how I'm gonna connect that up later, but we'll probably set up a recycler here or something. But yeah, they are all connected up to water and to power. And the one in the back here, I had to use the heavy cable for the data port as well, so we'll have to do a mirror or something to read it. Probably a bit creative. Not totally sure if there is any way around that without removing the solar panels, and I kind of like to keep the solar panels mostly for the aesthetics, but we'll see. And the H2 combustor is also moved over slightly, and it has now gotten a new pipe on the input. It's the red pipe, which this end isn't connected to anything, but it's going to connect up to this here, which is basically just hydrogen right now. And it also goes up to the active vent up here. And of course this will suck out not only the hydrogen but also the nitrogen. English is hard. And yeah. So that will, and I'm not going to filter it out. I'm actually going to keep the nitrogen in the fuel mix on purpose. So much so that I actually want to fill the existing one. Of course, that's connected to some sort of logic, so I'll let's see. I can probably kill this and just run this for a while. I have tons of nitrogen in here, and I just want to fill it with nitrogen. Well, not fill it, but have the same 50-50 mix as it's going to have by the composters. And I also have mounted a pump there going from our coolant pipe into the red pipe, because the coolant pipe is basically just oxygen. So I'm going to use that volume pump to generate the fuel mix and just have the fuel mix in the red pipe. So let's see how this is going. Yeah, I'll probably tune this off camera. Let's see. Turn you back on. But yeah, and the reason for having nitrogen in the fuel mix is, well, there's several benefits. First of all, I don't have to filter out the composter atmosphere. That's one. The second one is that if there is nitrogen in the fuel mix, then the H2 combustor is going to have waste gases, which means that the orange pipe will get heated. That's the second benefit. The third benefit is that it will be so diluted that I can just set the gas fuel generator straight onto the pipe and just run it, because there will be so much nitrogen there that it won't overproduce even with the low temperature these pipes have. So that's the theory, at least, and I'm hoping it'll work out nicely. But right now I was thinking of, let's see, I have made a few chutes. Right now I wanted to look into setting up the 7 harvests I made. And the reason I made it 7 was because during running this between the last episode and this, I realized that splitting the output half and half was just slightly not enough to keep one composter running. And they are 11, so I'm thinking that if it's about 6 harvests to run one composter, and I have 11, so if I add 7, I should have enough to run all 3 composters full time. And here is where I'm a bit afraid, because to fit in 7 more harvests here, I will guaranteed have to move at least 1 solar panel, and I have water pipes running in this edge, so I probably will have to cut this wire, meaning I'll leave the base with basically just 4 solar panels down there running. And that's why I have kept a solar generator, because we are going to have to basically take off the solar panels. Like, probably only these two will have to actually go, but because there's no really any connection around it, then basically all the solar panels on the top and on back side there are basically disconnected from the battery. So let's get the suit on. I made a new suit. Let's see, can I probably turn off you? And
Power low.
yeah, I see my oxygen tank is really low, but I think we got time for this.
Power critical. Low pressure. Oxygen low. Pressure critical.
So
Oxygen critical.
I haven't really cleaned up the fertilizer. I just stacked them all in 10 manually, and we'll deal with it at some point. But yeah, so these two solar panels absolutely has to go. And let's see, that one and that one. And then of course the cable connecting them all probably also has to go. So yeah, I guess we'll just bite the dust and hope that we can get it all up and running before we run out of coal. Now, the chute for the solar generator has a bunch of coal, and I have 600 coal
Hunger caution.
here as well. So I think we have a good amount of time on us, but still. And let's see, so I'm not totally sure how I'll do this, but somehow we'll have to move the water bottle filler, but now we got water basically on the entire floor here, so that's the least of my problems. I'm thinking maybe here. Let's see. Yeah, no. We have to probably start there, and then take you down, and then there. Could we possibly fit one in there? It's going to be... no, that's gonna be rough. It's going to be rough to fit one in there, but yeah, so it'll have to go there, there, and there. And then the cable there. And yeah, we have to take away the cable now, so this has to go, and this has to go. And then the last one goes there. Right. And then I think I actually will do the chutes from the outside, because that's a lot easier. So let me just stick away these. And bring the cable. And then take my suit back on. And then we bring the chutes with us. Hopefully this is enough. Probably not enough. Let me just start. I have so much iron anyway. There's a chute there. let's start you on shoots. So this, yeah, the power I see is running, so it should hopefully keep the base alive. And I'll turn off the airlock just so that if everything dies, at least I can get back in. And then we somehow need to connect all of this up. So I'm thinking we run the input this way, because I can't join it in here. Of course that's the wrong way. So we'll run it along here. And then do the same trick as we have done before with the inputs. And that's a problem. And it can't go further down there. Yeah. That's a problem. I wish they had all the chutes connections. That would be nice. So, could we possibly move this Harvey here over to this spot? Might actually be doable. Might be doable. Because in that case we need, let's see, corner please. Of course you want to snap to that. Can I even build it? Yeah, I can build it. So it would have to be like that. And then let's see, we can take off these then. Corner. And then junction. That would work, and then that. And then junction again there. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's so it would be these 3 feeding all of them. That's probably not enough. I could possibly, yeah, we'll do it the other way. And then do this going this way instead.
Hydration critical.
And then we could just connect up here. Yep. And then this becomes a corner. And then we take, well, it's 3 either way. Huh. Okay, how about this then? We go this going this direction. Yeah, that might work. So basically it's just gonna rip everything out again. So if this goes in this direction instead, let's see, there, that should pick up the input, and then junction, here we go, and then we run
Oxygen low.
no. No, then it would just be one feeding them. Ah, this is worse. I think yeah, I should have hopefully had this here. Now, could we...
Oxygen critical.
Right. I have my filter off. Filter on. Let's try this again. And see. Because we could have redirected all of this through here and had these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 feeding this 7. That would be enough to make sure that we have seeds. It doesn't really matter, but yeah, that could work. And then like so. And then somehow get that looping back to there. Or no. No, I really wish I had like a different junction than just that basic one. Could of course remove that cable. We're going to have to need to move the water bottle filler anyway. Yeah, I guess we'll have to do that. And then we shoot all of these through here, and then gather everything up, connect to that, and then go all the way down here and to sorters. Yeah, I'll do that. This clip has been going on for long enough anyway, so I'll try to do that and see how that works out. And just like that, they are all connected, and yeah, the old row here now outputs in this direction and goes through the input side on these, and these output all gather up, let's see, here, and then travel all the way down here and just fuse into this, and then ends up going down into the composters. So now we just need a grow light on it, and I believe I have a grow light extra. We made one too many, yeah. Now the question is, where can we fit that? And there's really no space. I was hoping to fit it like, I mean, if I take away the solar panel, I can do it there, but that's not an option. So could we possibly... Yeah, I probably need to remove 1 or 2 of these. So if we... yeah, probably these 2 has to go. And then we need to set up a fake wall. Hold on. Is this covered by that light? That's the question. It will be this one, and then so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, should be covered by that light. So we could, if I can get in here again. Oh, there we go. And then set up our wall there. And then I can do that, but not... Okay, I probably need a wall, I guess. Yeah. This. And then... that again. So we have our grow light right there. That's not too bad. Let me get some soup so that he stops complaining. Oh, that's that can. There we go. Which means that I can also switch this around and not have it poke out. That's better. And then we just connect the light cable. And then there and there. Yeah, that should work. I'm fairly confident that should work. I'm hoping that this guy is covered by that light, but according to the diagram on the wiki, it should, so I'm betting on that. Which means that we have grow lights everywhere. I had automated these grow lights in, I think we did that in the last episode, but I noticed that sometimes it would turn on at night, but the plants didn't recognize that they were on. So it's probably one of those bugs. So I just kept them on all the time. But yeah, we have now, let's see, 6, 12, 18. 18 harvests, 3 composters in a huge factory, basically. So this will hopefully work. Crossing my fingers. We need to do some programming of these sorters. I could start by naming them. 2 and 1. They should already be connected. I placed a water bottle filler right here, but that might still change. Now that we push this back, I might put it on a wall here, but we'll see when we actually get the gas fuel generator in. But yeah, I think we are pretty good. We need to do some reprogrammings of these ships, especially the atmospherics one. And yeah, we need a pipe analyzer. We can start with that. This probably has no electrum. This guy has all the electrum. So that's the lever. Electrum. And pipe analyzer. And we'll just stick that. Where should we stick that? Could like have it there. It's not a bad position, but I think I'll put it here. Now the wall there are temporary, and that wall will be gone when we actually set in the gas fuel generator. So I'm thinking that's a nice spot. All my paint is still in the lander, so I'll paint it when at some later point. Yeah, that works. And yeah, basically I think what's left, yeah, we need to, let's see, get this nitrogen in there. And I'm aiming for 50-50. Hopefully there's enough nitrogen in there. Yeah, it's tons of nitrogen. And then we need to hook up a waste pipe for the gas fuel generator. Not sure how I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I think I know how I'll do that. I'll pull it all the way down to the ground there. How's this going? And after that, it's basically just hooking up the gas fuel generator. Yeah, I should probably code the composter logic first as well. Yeah, I'll babysit this just to make sure it's 50-50, and I think I'll do the programming off camera because it's quite a bit of head scratching, so I don't want the video to drag on too long. I'll probably bring it back when we set up when we install the gas fuel generator. Welcome back, guys. I have just started up the harvest again, and it seems like it's working. I have coded the composters, and I'm just crossing my fingers it's working, because I can see absolutely nothing. I have started up water production again. Yeah, that seems to work. And how's this guy? I have filled it with oxygen, as you can see. I'm just curious. Yeah, it seems that it's balancing out, so I think we are actually operative, with the exception that the power is still on this guy. So, and this will be a very fast hot swap. Let me chug in some charcoal just to make sure it still has power and can charge up the battery. We have to deal with the fertilizer very fast before it basically fills up the base, but yeah. We essentially have to get the gas fuel generator running ASAP. And I think we have everything we need. I'm just a bit curious about the temperature here. It looks to be still dropping, although the composters are not fully operative yet. Because if this temperature, this pipe here can basically self-ignite. I have spiked it a little bit high on O2, and that's simply to make sure that we burn off all the hydrogen. O2 is something we have endless supply of anyway, so Let's get our suit on. We have to do some work outside.
Waste tank caution.
And we have a waste tank caution. I guess we have to deal with this first, just to make sure. I think we got time for that.
Waste tank critical.
We can just open this. So that guy is now charging. And we have a bit in there, so that's fine. Let's jump out, because we need to...
Low pressure. Oxygen low. Pressure critical.
I have some
Oxygen critical.
pipes here, and we don't have black paint. Yes, we'll go white, just to distinguish it from the other pipes. And the gas fuel generator is going to have the waste going out there, and I'm not super sure what I'm gonna do with the
Hunger critical.
with the gases, but for now I just do that, I think. We could probably... Is there something in here? Guess there is. What could that be? Heavy cable. Right. So. Yeah, I guess it just sits there right now. We need to deal with that, but let's see, and let's quickly reprogram the power thing. Come on, can I import? So if we just call this generator and do the limits 0.6, oops, 0.6 to 0.7, export, then we probably need, yeah, this is going to just top off the battery, hopefully. So we are basically just running on coal now. And we need to bring some glass. And yeah, the battery is, let's see, gas fuel generator, just to have it ready. Is that a sleeper? Where did I put the gas fuel generator? Recycler. Am I blind or something? Maybe it's up one floor. There we go. So we are basically just gonna rip out the solid generator, put in a gas fuel generator, and hope that we don't run out of power. That's the plan. We have heavy cable. The logic will break, but that's fine. I think we have time. And then, yeah, I guess we just have to rip the band-aid and do it. So we take this guy out and a bunch of coal in there. should probably... I can open up this window for a second. And then just dump this somewhere. Can I? Nope. Oh. Just get them out. We'll get back out and pick them up, but yeah. And then we close this off. Jump inside. Then we open up here. Close this, right? Yeah. We rip out the chutes. Chutes. Get them out. We need to rip out this cable. And we place the gas fuel generator right there. Hold on. Just to double check. That's fuel and that's waste. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. And then this goes there. And I'm really hoping I don't blow anything. But we'll see. And yeah, I should have probably moved that guy, but I guess we just go straight above it for now.
Oxygen low.
Right, and then we can... Yep, so it got really hot in there. But let's see, we can... Do I have cable on me? We have... And then there.
Oxygen critical.
Let's see, and then on generator we do gas fuel generator. Gas fuel generator. Yeah, I think so. Let's open this up and... So this cable is not gonna stay there. I realized I just need to move this pipe analyzer over, but there are a few logic stuff that require it right now, so I'll have to do it safely. Right.
Hydration critical.
Let's see. Hydration we can deal with. So this is basically good. We can take out these. That. And then that, and
Power low.
floor grading 1 and 1 there. Yep, it's good. And then we pop that one in there, and do we get one there? No, it's already is a floating in there, it seems. Yeah, it's fine. Recycler. Recycler. I guess we'll eat. I need to make some more soup pretty soon. And then somehow... I'm thinking these filtration units I don't really need anymore. But for the time being... I guess there. And then just shoot that to there. Also temporary. I just need to get it out of the way so that we don't fill the base up, but it all looks promising. There we go. And yeah, it's keeping pressure on the water. I set 5 MPa limit there, so that looks to be good. This guy is the volatile smalls. It's about where we started. Still making some water, so like most of the composters use a ton of water, so most of the water made is just going back into composters, or better way to tell it, most of the hydrogen used, like 80% of all the hydrogen the composters make goes just back to making the water the composters use. So the limit we like the excess hydrogen we get from the composters is minimal. It's 10 moles per cycle, basically 10 moles for every fertilizer we get to use in the gas fuel generator. But I think it's working. The base isn't dead yet, so yeah, I'll do some cleanup, I guess, and think about what I'm gonna do with this guy. It's already, just by running that, it's 2.8 megapascals. Yeah, so that's going to basically explode fast. And I have no clue what I'm gonna do with it. But it's a bit of H2 there. I was hoping to get to use it for the for furnace, but I don't really know how to get it across in a nice manner. But yeah, give me a bit of time to think about this, and I'll try to clean some of it up.